So Paula's picks are not just about food and wine, although you do a very good job of that, girl. She finds great boutiques and lots of local artisans, too.
Today I want to introduce everybody to a really wonderful artist. His name is Daniel Gonzalez. He brought in some of his fabulous paintings here. Hi, Daniel.
Hi.
You know, you've got gorgeous sketches. I mean, it really runs the gamut. You have such a wide range of artwork. It's incredible.
Well, thank you so much. It keeps me fresh, going from portraits to wildlife to skeletons that I paint.
Yeah, I first discovered you. I was down on Old South Pearl. There was a really cool gallery. You had a big buffalo in there. And I'm like, I need to know who this person is. You do beautiful Western scenery. But let's kind of start on this end and kind of go through a little bit of your history of painting.
Okay. Well, I've never really stopped painting. I've always held a brush or a pencil in my hands.
Even since you were a little bitty guy, right?
Yeah. And, you know, this one I painted out at Horsetooth Reservoir, so that's kind of a local one. And, you know, I build my own frames, too, out of
That's what I love.
Is that yours? Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, he finds this old, the wood in these really cool areas and incorporates that into the painting. Now, this big one here, the skeletons, I love the story behind this one.
There is a story. I love it.
So when my wife and I, you know, before we were married, we were dating, and we'd often just go out into the desert and look up at the stars, because she's really my little space nerd. I mean, she's a rocket scientist.
She's a rocket scientist.
Really?
She really is.
Married to an artist? I love it.
And we'd go out there and she'd point up at the stars, the constellations and planets, and educate me. And, you know, it's a very fond memory. And when I'm painting these skeletons, what really matters is not so much, you know, painting Jackie and me, but the emotion we had, and it's very imaginative. And
even though they're skeletons, they're happy. They have big hearts inside that you can see.
I know that. That's colorful and joyful.
The light source is the hearts, and you know, it's great. And you know, after college, she got a job offer to move to Colorado, and that's what brought me here. She works at ULA now.
Nice.
It's a local company.
She really is a rocket scientist. I love this. All right, so moving towards these portraits, I mean, this almost looks like a picture.
It really
is so
does, a photograph.
Real. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Who is this?
So this was a former student of mine, Abby, and when I'm painting a portrait, I really get to learn a lot about the person who I'm painting as well as myself. I mean, I don't, you know, it's not like learning something about them like, oh, they really like soccer. It's about who they are in my life, and, you know, you get time to really think about that when you're spending 40 hours in front of them painting, thinking about, you know, what kind of paint application will bring out their character a little bit more, whether it's soft feathering or rough palette knife, you know. Yeah, it's a really good way for me to practice my skills and get better.
Where can people see your work? You're out at a gallery in Littleton?
Yeah, in downtown Littleton. It's a great space. It's called Outnumbered Gallery.
Nice.
And it's, you know, it's such a good place to be part of. They do a lot of stuff with the community. They did Imagined Wall Festival, which I got a chance to paint a mural, which was really great. I thought I'd need a whole month, but I got about a week to do it, and it came out really well. Yeah.
Oh, I just love downtown Littleton. Now, there's a buffalo on the screen, but you also brought a buffalo into the studio. Tell us a little bit about the Western scenes like this.
They're very romantic. I mean, I grew up in the Southwest, a little border town, Douglas. It's right on the border of Arizona and Mexico. And growing up with cattle and trucks and, you know, farm iconography, that was just kind of what I knew. And being able to paint these images of a truck and a buffalo and cattle, you know, it really reminds me of home. It offers me a chance to let the paint be paint, and you can see them like splattering.
I love how
the grass
vivid they are. They're just really incredible.
I love
this is why this just jumps out at you.
It does.
It is gorgeous. And I see we're showing the truck here, but I'm going to sneak in and grab these because you also illustrate. You've got some album covers here for a band. Aren't they coming to town soon?
Yeah, at the end of the month. They're actually at the Soil Dove Underground. And you know, this is my favorite band. And how cool is it? I mean, I'm still excited every time I think about it. I got to do that album cover. And yeah, and the other one's a children's book I did.
Look at this.
You know, I was a teacher for a while.
He illustrated that.
Oh, that's great.
And with David Ponsford, a PE teacher that I was teaching, I taught art with, and he was a PE teacher. He said, hey, I got a story, let's illustrate it. And it was really great.
We have so much talent here locally. We just love featuring you. Thank you so much, Daniel. And, you know, his art show is coming up. You're going to want to put this on your calendar. He's got one that's coming up May 6th at 6 o'clock in the evening. That's going to be held at Outnumbered Gallery. As he said, that's in downtown Littleton. And for more information, you can check out these websites. It's Danielsartwork.com and outnumberedgallery.com. And this is really special. Here's how you can enter Colorado's Best Contest to win a sketch of you and the love of your life.
I love this.
Yes, he's so talented. He's going to do a sketch of you and your love for Valentine's Day. So to enter our contest, just go to our website, kwgn.com. You'll see it there right at the very top. There's one of his sketches. Just click into that and you're going to see how you can write your little story. There's a space in there. We want to hear your love story.
Aww.
And maybe you'll win this for Valentine's Day. Thank you so much, Daniel.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for coming on. Well, coming up on Colorado's Best